these guys know I like the 43 part, although I guess some of the pundits nationally feel like the game's got to change. I love the way these guys play. I've always trusted them. I'm so happy for our ball club, for our university, and most of all for these 5 seniors who came and took a chance on our staff. They took a chance on the University of Wyoming at a time that was not easy. And they really came through, so I'm happy for them and equally proud of all of them and all of the team.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now take.
Josh, congratulations on a good tournament. It's crunch time, and offense was a struggle, but you made that 3 with about a minute to play. What was that set, or was it just open for you? Can you kind of take me through that a little bit?
Clock was winding down, as it was the entire game. San Diego State's an insanely good defensive team. We struggled getting looks myself, especially struggled getting a lot of looks during the game, and they were front guarding me. I spaced to the corner. Hankerson made a great pass, and it went in. The ball just went in.
Larry, I know you guys got off to a pretty good offensive start and then struggled, and obviously San Diego State is a very good defensive team. Did they do anything more? I know they looked like they were doubling down on you a little sooner. What was the biggest difference from such the fast start to the rest of the game from there?
I mean, anytime you have a hot start shooting from the perimeter, you got to be ready for that to fade a little bit. San Diego State did a great job of pressuring all of us in the second half and kind of making it a little bit difficult to get those open looks. But the resiliency of this team to just kind of stick to our game plans is really what pulled this one out.
Over here to your left, please.
Derek, you've struggled over the course of your career from the free throw line, probably a little bit of an understatement. How have you gotten better at the line over the years, and how special was it to clinch this with that?
I think I just stopped thinking about it. I got guys on my team, my coaches, everybody who has faith in me. And my best friend Junior just always just like, man, don't think about it, just shoot it. I know before every free throw, Ronnie Grable comes up to me, he's like, we do this every day in practice, why not make this one now? Sometimes he talks trash to me, but today he was more positive and I just made all of them.
Do you remember what he said?
He was like, why not go? Well, so it started with the first one, he was like, why not go 1 for 1? Why not go 2 for 2? And he just kept going. Just like, I wouldn't think too far ahead and just thought about that shot.
For all 3 of you guys, you've been thinking about what this would feel like forever. Does it feel like what you thought it would feel like?
And more.
And more. That's the best way to put it.
You played 3 games, you won them all, but they were all really close games.
Relentless. We've been relentless all year. Dog fights all year. This is the style of play that we play. And, I know a lot of the critiques about us is we were grinding it out. We're going to lose energy, and we had a lot of bounce in our step, and we were able to grind it out all the way through to the end of the game. And now we're going dancing.
Larry, you guys have had points in each of the last few seasons where it's looked like you've had a chance to make the NCAA tournament, and always something has kind of happened to you guys. Does it make it more special having been through that adversity, you personally and as the team?
Absolutely. We've been so close before and just seen it slip right from our fingertips. But to know that this is ours and there's nothing anybody can do to take that away from us is, like I said, it's everything we imagined and more.
It's, having that trophy.
We came here, and I say it all the time, Coach promised to be a piece of something bigger. If I remember right, that court just about 20 minutes ago was something bigger. And that's what we're taking back to Wyoming. All those fans, this trophy, tournament MVP, and an NCAA tournament person.
It's one of the greatest coaches I've ever played for in my life. I'll say that.
This man is, I think a good way to put it is brought this program from rags to riches. He's brought basketball back to the state of Wyoming, and as you can tell, like you said, it was a home game today. The fans recognize this, not only the players, the coaching staff, but the fans recognize this, and the world has no choice but to recognize this as we get a tournament berth. But this man has done, more for me personally, more for each guy on this team personally, and more for this team and program than anybody I've ever met. And hats off to him, as a coach, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Held you scoreless for about 8 minutes. I think at that point they might have scored 10, and then you were able to reverse it. How did your team not get frustrated? Because I can imagine that would be a frustrating 8 minutes without scoring.
Well, you just heard them. They speak very well for themselves, and I think sometimes through adversity, you do become stronger and feel hardened. And this team is hardened. They have a good combination of 5 seniors, 5 freshmen. Those guys have been through a lot. Like many teams in this country, they had high hopes and dreams, and they fell a little short each year because of nothing they did wrong, just circumstances. So in each game, the focal point has been put pressure on our defense. They're not on a run. The first 5 minutes, it was 2-0. They made 2, we made nothing. And so I think they understand who they are. Sometimes it's even more important, and I really trust them. They understand who they're not, and they don't try to pretend they're somebody else.
Coach, congratulations. In looking back that period when Larry was sick, you had a game up in Reno where the first half was 14 points or whatever, and the second half you guys really got it in gear. Did you start to feel something then? The team might have galvanized extra at that point?
Well, I'm hoping that was the beginning. I can't lie to you. I can't tell you I felt it at that point. But what happened was that Josh and Riley and Jr., I think they understood, look, these guys aren't going to be healthy for a while. Fortunately, unlike some other players around the country, they didn't want to wait until they were 100%, and for that I love them. They said, Coach, whatever we got, as soon as the doctors let us play, we'll give it our best. And they weren't even a shadow. Perhaps still not quite what they were before the mono, but you know, that's who they are, and that's why I've fallen in love with them for 4 years. Really, I think epitomizes that.
Coach, you've spoken a lot about doing things the right way. Winning is not everything, but building a program. What does it feel like to do things the right way and then to get this win as a reward?
The win is a great reward for our student body and these kids. I can't tell you that I was crushed and really hurt when people would mention to me what was being said about this team. And it really bothers me because I love these guys. But like you said, I'm old school. I like people who do what they're supposed to do most of the time. And that's what they do. All 5 seniors will graduate this May. There's not a lot of programs that'll say that. And they love being with each other and with our student body for 4 or 5 years. That's the way college ball was supposed to be. And you almost feel bad. As a coach, you almost are ashamed that the NCAA has allowed 650 transfers to scatter around the country each year.